Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Very quickly, I look very different in the introduction of this video to the rest of the video that you're about to watch, and that is because upon editing this video I have realised I have lost my introduction. So therefore I'm having to re-record my introduction the day after I've re-recorded this video. But basically this is going to be a review and tutorial on the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. I want to say now, this is not sponsored or anything. I got my hands on the palette and I thought I would give you my honest opinions and do some swatches and do a tutorial for you guys. This is not sponsored. I cannot say enough that this is not sponsored, so don't come at me saying, oh, this is sponsored. It isn't. So this is what the packaging looks like, and it's just basically a sliding box. So this is the lid and this is what the palette looks like. So the palette is plastic, bronzy coppery colour, which is my colour completely, and the back is also coppery as well. This is what the palette looks like. I adore all of these shades. You get a mirror, you get a double-ended brush like in the previous ones, and I love all these shades. I think they are so beautiful. I know a lot of people are, oh, it's another warm bronzy palette, like gives a coloured palette, but for me, these are my colours. I absolutely love these colours, and these are pretty much the only colours I wear all year round. So I am super excited to try these and test them out for you guys. So this is the second time I've had to record this introduction because I've lost it the first time round. So now I'm going to let you watch the rest of the video. Bye. So these are all the shades. They are super pigmented. They feel luxurious. They do feel really creamy, buttery, very high quality, which is good because you are paying £39.50 for the entire palette, and it's just an amazing quality. I have no issues with these. They're just beautiful shades, and can't wait to start playing with this palette for you guys. So I don't really have a look in mind. I am literally just going to stick eyeshadow on my eye and just kind of wing it. So I am going to be mixing. So I'm just going to take these two shadows here, and I'm not even going to attempt to read the names. So I'm just going to put the names somewhere around here so you know what I'm picking up. But I'm just going to pick those two shades up, and I'm going to stick this in the inner and outer corners. Oh my god, these are so pigmented. There's also a mirror here, so I might be switching between the two mirrors as well. These blend so nice. Oh wow. So I'm just buffing that out into my brow bone a bit and just above my crease because I do have hooded eyes, like I've probably said in every single video so far. And while I'm buffing it out, I'm just elongating it as well, just to give my eyes a little bit more of a almond look. And it doesn't matter if some of the product goes into the centre of the lid either, because I'm going to go over it with a different shade anyway. So that's absolutely fine. So if you can notice any excess powder underneath my eyes, it's because I've just reset my under eyes just in case there's any fallout, and if there is I could just brush it away after, so don't worry if you think, hang on a minute, that is why. But I'm just going to carry on with my blending and buffing and all that fun stuff. Also, a very quick mention, I do have two different shaped eyes, so I do have to work quite hard on my eyes to make them look somewhat similar. This eye is more almond and closed, whereas this eye is more rounded and open. They're both hooded eyes, but they're just different shapes, so I do have to work on my eyes quite a bit to make them look symmetrical. So that is my outer corner done, and I didn't even mention the brush that I used, but this is the Spectum B06 brush. Majority of the brushes will be Spectrum, just so as you know. But picking up the same two shades that I've done my outer corner with, I'm now going to put on my inner corner with a Spectrum A12 brush. It's just a little bit more dense and a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to blend that into my inner corner as well. So I'm using the A12 brush to pack it on into my corner and where I want it, so it's more concentrated. And I'm going in with my B06 brush, I keep forgetting the names. Going in with that B06 brush and I'm just blending it out. Moving it towards the centre. I know I've said at the start not to put anything on the centre, but I'm blending it out towards the centre so it's a little bit more seamless when I put my middle colour on. And so far with these two colours I can't see any fallout either. Thought I'll keep you updated on the fallout situation as well if there is any. But as of right now there is no fallout. Absolutely none. And I am now going to go in with my third colour. Yes, yes. So now for my third colour I'm going to go in with this more of a matte purpley burgundy shade, and this one I can pronounce. It's called Ashes. All the shade names that I can't pronounce that I'm using in this will be floating somewhere because I just don't want to try. But I'm going to go back in with my A12 brush, put that on my brush, and I'm just going to stick that into the outer corner just to give it some dimension, just to darken it up as well. But I'm just keeping the shade to the outer corner for the time being. Like I said, just to give it some dimension. Going back in with the B06, I'm just going to buff that out into the two colours we've just put down. I will say this though, on the pigments, a little bit does go a long way, so you don't need to pack your brush with so much of the pigment because a little bit does go a long way. But if you want to go for a really intense look, then by all means pack it up, but other than that, a little bit does go a very, very long way with this palette. Can't get enough of this palette. I think now that I've got this one, I need to order like the others, like the Naked 2, 3 and the Smoky palette. Although a friend of mine who does have the Smoky palette didn't really like it, but she's kind of like me, she doesn't really like the black grey shades. Leave me a comment down below what you think on this palette, if you have this palette, and what your opinions are on the previous Naked palettes, because I would like to know. I would like to know your opinions on the Urban Decay palettes, because if you like them and you think they're really good, I will go out of my way and I will buy them. But if you think, no, miss them, then I will take your opinions on board. So now that I've got it to the intensity that I want, I am now going to bring that same colour into my inner corner a little bit. So I'm going to go back in with my A12 brush. I'm starting to learn the names of these things now. I've only had them like, what, 6 months? And I've only just started to remember the names. But I'm using the A12 brush to concentrate on the inner corner, and then again I will buff this shade out like I did with the other shades with the B06 brush. I feel like with this brush now I can concentrate in the place that I want, and then the bigger, less dense brush will give me like more freedom to like blend it out. So I'm happy with my inner and outer corner. It's now time to put a colour on my lids. So I am going to go in with the shade Scorched. It's this really nice shimmer shade, and I'm going to just use my ring finger. Sometimes applying eyeshadow to your lid with your finger gives you a more pigment payoff, because the heat of your hands, well, because the heat of your fingers will naturally help disperse and warm up the shade, giving it a better pigmentation. But you can, if you don't want to use your fingers to do makeup with, you can use brushes as well. Yes, I absolutely love the shade. When I saw the swatches on a few other people's channels, I was like, oh my god, they look so beautiful. And now that I've got it and tried it for myself, it's just like, yes, this is the bomb. It's absolutely beautiful. Cannot get enough of it. Cannot get enough of it. I'm just going to brush that away. Any of the fallout will be swept away with the bake that I've just laid down. And now you can't tell. But I have massively just brushed cat hair into my eye. Oh. So back in with my B06 brush, I am just going to blend the outer corners of Scorch, just so it blends a little bit more seamlessly. So I am just going to do my liner and my lashes off camera because they're not Urban Decay. And I'll be right back to do my lower lash line. So I'll be 2 minutes. So lashes and liner are on. I have my go-to Eylure Lily Lash and Iconic by Kiss with the Loreal 24-hour Lustre Eyes liquid liner in black, obviously, but they will be all listed down below for you guys. So I'm now going to move on to my lower lash. So I am going to be using the Real Techniques XXXS brush. It's basically the smallest pencil brush you will ever see in your life. I haven't seen anything smaller. And I'm going to be picking up ashes and this. I'm going to be picking up ashes and I'm going to be picking up this shade that I cannot pronounce. Kind of line my lower lash line with it, and then I'm going to smoke it out with a different brush. All the way into the corner like that. And then going back in with my A12 brush, and I'm just going to buff that out. And I'm going to use the mirror that comes in the palette because it's a little bit closer than this mirror, so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. So next I'm going to go in with this matte cream shade called Chaser on my A12 brush, and I'm going to buff that out underneath my lash line as well, just to give it a more softer look so it's not too harsh down there. And to buff out even more, I'm going back in with my B06 brush. Picking up no pigment whatsoever. Whatever is on the brush, that is what we're blending it with. Next I'm going to put my Tarte Close Up Lash Liner onto my waterline to give it a little bit more drama. And next I'm going to go in with my trusty Loreal Glam Lash and just coat my lower lashes. And because I actually haven't used the brush that it's come with, I'm now going to use it now to just highlight my brow bone. So I'm going to go in with Ounce, which is this matte white shade, which would be absolutely amazing for brow bone. And I am just going to take it on the more flatter side of the brush and just pop it underneath my brow. So that is my eye makeup done, but naturally this isn't my whole face makeup done. So I'm just going to quickly do my lips with this Tarte Lip Sculpture Lipstick and Lip Gloss Duo in the shade Minx. It's a really nice pretty nude shade. I'm just going to apply this to my lips quickly. Just applying the lip gloss. And this is the entire makeup look complete. All my face products, lip products, lashes, everything will be listed down below for you guys, like I said at the start of this. And this is also the end of the review on the Naked Heat palette. I absolutely love the shades. I think they're really pigmented. I think they're really smooth and easy to blend out, really creamy. The formulas are just absolutely amazing. There is a little bit of fallout on the more shimmer pigments, but other than that, absolutely amazing. It's definitely worth £39.50. I think I will be going out and buying the other Naked Heats, the other Naked palettes, so I'm sure there will be tutorials with them if I buy them. But if you did like this review tutorial video, then click the thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe. I upload every Tuesday. Again, leave me a comment down below if you think I should get any of the previous Naked palettes and give me your opinions on them. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!